Hey there. Um, I want to make another video where I'm at right now. Okay, after all this process of spiritual realization or the journey, whatever you call, right? Like after all these things that I've been doing, where I'm at right now. Okay, and this information is very key for you to, this information can be helpful. Okay. One of the things I realized during my meditation journey or during this process is it's not about the highest things that you're going for. It's always about the basic roots. It's always about the ABCD, the A to Z, rather than creating words, sentences. Now, if your A to Z is good, you're gonna have good sentences. You're gonna have good words. You can do whatever you want, but the base foundation is so important. Okay, and what I realized in this journey is most of you folks will follow whatever the media is putting there, right? You're gonna follow like the highest level. Like if you're a person who is into spiritual realization or who have just started spiritual realization, okay? Now you're gonna follow somebody who everyone is following, right? Maybe you will follow, Sadhguru, or you're gonna follow Eckhart Tolle, or you're gonna follow, Alan Watt, or who are the famous persons that you think is giving that education to you. Okay. Now the important thing I learned about this education is like I was always thinking about awakening consciousness, how to be peaceful, how to enlighten myself, how to be aware of everything. You know, I was always put into that mind frame only because I was following people who are the highest levels. When the people are the highest levels, J. Krishnamurti, when people like J. Krishnamurti talk, they're talking at the very highest level, okay? But they're not talking about the roots of it, okay? The roots of it you will only get from some people. And I realized how the roots are important. I'm going to talk about some of the roots, okay? For example, understanding sexual energy, like understanding your core sexual desires, and each individual is different, okay, on their sexual desires, and like the thing is, and let's say you have anger in you, okay, let's say you have all this trauma, or somebody bullied you, or somebody did something to you. These are the bottom levels, okay, and you need to clear those up. And how are you going to clear those up? Okay, when like I know Ramdas and Eckhart Tolle, everybody is speaking at the very highest level. They're talking about being happy, being smooth. I know they are talking about their stories too, how they have oneness with, how they open the love, how they, when they let go their mind, how can they connect with the other person with just pure love. I know they're talking about all of that, but they're not going into deeper levels of the lower roots, the ABCDs, okay? And once I was always into this highest levels of things, okay? And once I unwinded the basic troubling things that I have, that's where I evolved. That's where the true power comes from. The true power doesn't come from the top. It always starts with the bottom, and then it climbs up. So it's always important to clear your traumas. Clear. You need to focus on the basic, the bottom of it. You cannot just jump high. You can, like, if you really have a trauma or if you really have suffering, you cannot just go and sit and meditate. You have to face the trauma. You have to deal with it. You have to um, feel the pain, understand it, evolve in that. Okay, I'm going to give you an example, a simple example of how I evolve my sexual energy. Okay, and you will understand the basic the what I'm talking about, how to evolve yourself. Some things come naturally. Like for me, in my sexual energy evolution, or like you can say spiritually enlightened on a sexual energy level, luckily, because I'm here in the United States, as in my 20s and even into my mid 30s, right? Even probably at 31, 32, you know, I was always, even spiritually or whatever, like I always look out for my opposite partner, right? And I always was trying to find a way to have a partner all the time. And that's how human beings are. There's nothing to worry about it. But you know, it, it's and the thing is, like, all these relationships that I had, it was good for me to evolve spiritually. If I wouldn't have been in those relationships with those women, I wouldn't understand spirituality at all, and I wouldn't have evolved in my sexual energy. Okay, just to cut short, after I had enough of you know chasing, you may call, or having that desire, at some point I just got evolved. I understood that I have to evolve from this desire of the body. It can be beautiful girl or beautiful women. I have to evolve from the beauty that I'm looking at the outer level. Okay, I have to I have to get inside myself, and I have to evolve myself to understand the inner beauty of other people. It can be women, men, or whoever it is. But I'm just talking about on my sexual energy levels. It's about beautiful women on the opposite side, right? So for me, what things helped was like, so I was meditating at the same time. I used to have sexual urges, but I wasn't understanding the sexual energy, how because this is the thing, right? Like when you're meditating for hours, there shouldn't be any sexual urges within you, or you have to be this person. You have all these things, like, or what to say. So here's the thing, right? For me, for me, I understood that if I'm meditating, it doesn't mean that my sexual urges will go away. Okay. I had to evolve through that. So the way I evolved through that is, meditation is a part, but I could focus on I was focusing on my Kundalini at the very lower level, okay, which starts from your lower base, okay. And even though I did it for a year, 2 years, still I have the sexual urges, I was, the meditation, all these things cannot evolve your sexual energy. You'll still have those desires. Um, but at certain point, um, I got a message from a YouTuber about uh, how to just, stop masturbating totally, okay, and that helped me. Um, the thing was, I just stopped uh, masturbating because the masturbation and like there was this porn because we are in a generation where there is a lot of porn or a lot of sexual content that you get from internet, okay. I was through that, okay. At certain point of my life, when I was starting meditation and stuff, as after 2 years, 3 years, I totally got rid of the sexual content from internet or the porn that you call, okay. That's a huge porn industry or sexual industry is a huge effect on human minds, okay. And I could take away that, okay. And then still I had the sexual urges. I was now a spiritual guy, but still I have the sexual urges, right? And I could understand the root cause. I had to clear this root in order for me to evolve, in order for me to free my mind. I have to free my sexual energies too, right? I know that in my mind, but how do I free it? Okay, it took a process, and the thing was, I slowly started stopping. I mean, I stopped masturbating. Now, at this point, right? When I look at a woman, okay, it's not about when she's hot. It's not about thinking, because right now my mind is evolved, and I could appreciate her beauty, but not on a sexual level, right? And once I stopped masturbating and all those things, right? There's no sexual urges in my mind, and there's no sexual urges in my body, okay? Now, as I don't masturbate, I don't have anything, I don't have any sexual urges, nothing. It's just zero, okay? Now, the thing was, it was coming in my dreams. Because remember, your body has memory. Even though you want to get out of it, your body has memory. So it comes in my dreams, right? And body has to emit out. Even though you stop all those things, it does have to emit out, right? And the only way right now it emits out is only through my dreams, and that's um, uh, right now, I don't know, it happens once in 3 months, 4 months, I don't know. But even I have to evolve in the dream too, okay? Probably that's why I was listening to lucid dreaming today. I think from past 2 days, I listened about this previously too, but I need to go into more deep into lucid dreaming. Maybe then I can control what's happening in the dream. Okay. So what I'm saying, what I gave you an explanation about this evolving from sexual energy. So to give you the point, right? Uh, so whenever there is a sexual urge, whenever it can be from just looking at some beautiful person, beautiful women, right? Or sometimes even though you watch some movies, something might pop up in between, right? And it can create a sexual urge, inside you. So what happens within me is now it's automated, right? Whenever the sexual urge hits me, instead of going down, I go up. I raise into my spine, and it's just because we are always trained to get it out, masturbate, ejaculate, or like, so it goes down, the energy goes down, right? Now once this energy, or this energy is, it just comes into you from other person or other entity, right? It just comes and hits you, and then it's inside your body right now, right? And mostly what you do is, if your mind is not evolved, what you do is, now you are in this urge of masturbating or doing something. You cannot, your mind just shakes you out, right? Now if you are a controlled person, if you are evolved, what you do is, you just the things that are projected to you, you just, if you are totally evolved, nothing happens to you. It doesn't even come into you, right? But for me, it just comes into me. Not all the time, but sometimes it comes into me, right? And it's there. The energy is there, right? The mind, body, everything is connected right now with that energy. So what I do now is consciously, okay, let it come, okay, and it just rises up. I just rise up through my spine, and then it just, what to say, and just goes out, or it just eases out, right? And nothing happens. um Now this is an interesting thing. um I don't know the next step what happens, but I just raise it up, and probably nothing happens. That's it. Um, and so no matter who comes or whatever happens, I evolved, my mind evolved in the sexual energy. Okay, so you have to evolve yourself. It can be anger, it can be anything. It can be relationship, it can be tension between your mom, dad, friends, whatever it is. It can be tension between yourself itself, right? The thing is, you have to clear that up. You have to clear your roots. So I'm not saying not to meditate, but what I'm saying is, all this peace, all this being enlightened, or being that smooth person, being cool, relaxed, this is the top level. Okay? In order for you to reach to that top level, you have to clear the bottom. And it can be different for different people. Different people have different things going on in their life. And you have to clear those roots. And so for me right now, the challenging stuff is food. I haven't evolved from food. I still eat vegetarian. I was eating vegetarian food, but from past 2 years I'm still eating seafood. um, so I don't question why I'm eating seafood, because it has to, my mind has to evolve. I know that I have to evolve from that. I know that, but I have to evolve naturally from food. So this video is all about where I'm at right now, okay? And in this video, what I want to say is that not just follow this gurus who are preaching you at a very high level, okay, about peace, about all these high level things, where your lower level traumas and all these things that you're dealing with in your day-to-day life, you need to clear that up. You need to ease that up, so that you can evolve, you can free your mind. The freeing your mind is not just directly jumping into the highest, right? It goes step by step. So you always need to clear your roots, the problem underlying roots. You always need to clear that, okay? And then you go and sit and meditate. You'll see the difference. So right now, where I'm at right now, did I clear all my problems at the root level? Maybe not. Um, but significantly, like clearing sexual energy is crazy. That's like the thing is like the sexual desire, people can lose a lot of things when you have that sexual urge. um, how much energy that does, like how much energy, money, like how much days, years will take. It's taken away, the peace, everything is like taken away. I mean, like, if you want to spiritually evolve, I'm talking about, there's nothing wrong in having a partner. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if you're freed from that, there's nothing, the desire of that, you're free out of it on a true level. You're free minded in that particular department. Imagine about that. So that's one of the things where I'm at right now, free of my sexual desires. I'm involved in my sexual energy. Okay. But I have to be careful what I'm putting in this video, because it might hit back, okay, on a different scale. But right now, I've been in this journey for a long time, and my mind, it doesn't, like, once you're evolved, it just, you won't come back again. That's what I feel. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll let you know my progress. Um, so still, I have to evolve in my food. Mm. Um, what else? What else I have to evolve in? I sometimes think I have to totally free myself from the system itself. But the thing is, the system is not harsh on me. You see, like, I made the system understand that you need to give. I made understand the system. Hey, the whole purpose of you is for me to be conscious. Okay. And once you manifest that, the system supports you to be conscious. It provides you money. It provides you that. I went to recently, I've been traveling, man. Like, from 4 years, I've been traveling. The system helps me to evolve. Okay. So this is contradictory of freeing yourself from the system, using the system itself to free your mind. Okay, that's what I want to share. I might share something. I'm going to talk about random topics from here on, whatever I feel, and I'm going to put it out there as it is, raw. Um, and I'm not scared anymore to speak, even though there's grammatic mistakes, or like I say this and that. It shouldn't bother me. Um, Hopefully this video helps you. Thank you and have a blessed day.